Canelo Alvarez smashed a notorious thug.
I want him to smell my breath, smell my tension. If I haven't showered in 3 days, I want him to smell the must. I want him to smell and understand that I'm here for a dog fight.
The ending was ruthless.
Well, Canelo taking his time and landing the big shot, knowing
right hand. 3, 4, uppercut continues to land. There he aims low and then fires upstairs.
knockout of Maurice Hope was on. Wow.
An amazing win for Alvarez. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the particulars on the...
What if I told you that Canelo freaking Alvarez, the one man you never want to mess with, and Mexico's most dreaded gang leader, just got into a fight? Yes, it seems that this guy saw the red-haired boxing wrecking ball. The 4-time world champion, and the man who can punch harder than a hangover from tequila. Yeah, I got this, I thought. As a spoiler, he didn't. The Kardashians appear to be background actors in a tax commercial because of how ridiculous this story is. Forget Netflix. Even with $10 billion and Martin Scorsese's blood pressure medication, they couldn't produce this crazy drama. Gangs, boxing gloves, leaking audio, dubious transactions. Memes that circulate like Mayweather's dollar notes, and a conclusion so violent that even Hollywood said, bro, ... too much. The streets believed Canelo to be only a boxer. He is essentially a one-man demolition crew with Gucci belts the gangs discovered. This goes beyond a simple scandal. This is an earthquake of culture. Get your popcorn, conceal your children, and swallow your pride, because what you're about to hear will lead you to reconsider everything you've ever thought about, including boxing, criminals, and who is really in charge of Mexico. There was a whisper in the beginning, the sort of rumor that spreads more quickly than a 2003 bootleg DVD in back alleys. According to someone, Canelo Alvarez had an issue with a notorious gang leader who we'll refer to as El Jefe del Caos, because his real name is as hot as gasoline on a summer highway. Let's take a moment now. It's like a mosquito waging war on a flamethrower when a gang leader targets Canelo. The reasoning? Not at all. Ego, though, out of the charts. El Jefe was obviously unhappy. It was rumored that Canelo would not respect some gang territories, which is amusing considering Canelo only respects the boxing ring as a whole. Even oxygen molecules become uneasy when he intervenes. However, the controversy continued after that audio leaks began to circulate. The 1997 recording is low quality, scratchy, and sounds like it was recorded with a potato. El Jefe is said to have threatened to teach Canelo a lesson in it. Yes, in the same manner that you train Cyclone to relax. The reactions were explosive. The internet exploded. El Jefe standing next to Canelo was included in memes that resembled before and after pictures of a punching bag. It was a battle zone on Twitter. A digital boxing ring was created out of Instagram comments. What about WhatsApp groups? Yes, they were more attractive than your ex's post-payday direct messages. Canelo too. Be calm, freezing. The man saw the situation as though he had just been challenged to a thumb war. The twist is that Canelo didn't simply brush it off, according to insiders. I'll see you soon, he allegedly wrote in a private message to El Jefe. There is no message in that. Emojis have been used to write a death certificate. There were no further rumors about the affair. It was authentic. What about Mexico? Holding its breath as a group, things went nuclear at this point. Videos began to appear. El Jefe and his group can be seen strutting through the streets in shaky iPhone film, looking like they just left a fast and furious audition. They were acting like the universe's rulers, guns out and chains swinging. However, in the comments section, no one was buying it. Bro, even Dora the Explorer has tougher enemies, one nasty wrote. Celebrity responses poured in at the same time. Canelo should let me handle this gang leader, Jake Paul tweeted. Simple money. Jake, you can't even handle a retired UFC fighter. Sit down, was the response from the internet. Drake even added his voice by sharing a mysterious tale. Never. Bet against Canelo. This, let's face it, is the only wise financial counsel Drake has ever offered. Memes took off. Canelo's TikTok edits of random gangsters uppercutting reggaeton tracks received 20 million views in a single week. Since everyone knew what was about to happen, they began referring to El Jefe as El Pinata. Then came the altercation. According to reports, Canelo consented to meet El Jefe in a neutral setting, by the way. It seemed that neutral ground meant a private, upscale gym with better security than Area 51. According to witnesses, El Jefe appeared to be trying out for Narcos, the musical, as he walked in with his group. Canelo, meantime, entered by himself, sweating and drinking a smoothie as if it were any other Tuesday. The energy was incredible. Imagine the Avengers coming together, but with only one Iron Man and the others being unpaid extras. When did it go down? It's not even close to being brutal. Canelo did more than simply throw punches. He used his fists to deliver a TED Talk. Each remark resembled a PowerPoint presentation with the headline, "Why you shouldn't mess with me." There was no opportunity for El Jefe. The gangster who previously frightened entire areas seems to have lost a battle with gravity in a matter of minutes. Social media blew up. Compared to the Titanic, clips leaked more quickly. Globally popular hashtags included hashtag Canelo Smash and hashtag Gangster KO. Even Snoop Dogg wrote on social media, "This is justice, not boxing." The world was divided into two camps after the dust settled. Canelo is essentially Batman with better hair, said Campe. El Jefe never stood a chance. This was suicide by ego, said Campe. The fallout was crazy. Credibility of gangs destroyed. El Jefe transformed from a fearsome warrior to a warning meme in an instant. Because he was stranded on one for weeks, his own crew reportedly began referring to him as Senar Sofa. Canelo's legend, meanwhile, took a nuclear turn. He was already regarded as a boxing deity by his fans, who now viewed him as the unofficial president of Mexico. It was joked that legislators should seek Canelo's approval before enacting legislation. Sponsors made a lot of money. Limited edition energy drink cans with Canelo's iconic face were released. T-shirts with the slogan, "Don't mess with Canelo unless you like soup through a straw," were sold by street vendors. What about the internet? Unstoppable. TikTok broke when Canelo's punches were edited to match Shakira's Super Bowl hips. Even a GTA mod with Canelo as the last boss fighting all gangsters was created by a genius. But what about the deeper impact? The underworld felt the shock of it. Word quickly spread that crossing Canelo means losing more than just your identification. Other gang bosses, according to journalists, were suddenly quiet. Not a threat, no daring actions. Radio silence. Because, really, who wants to become the next template for a meme? Canelo too, as cool as ever, dismissed it in an interview, saying, "I don't fight for drama, I battle for dignity." Translation: you'll wake up on a meme page if you test me. El Jefe's attempt to challenge Canelo ultimately failed so badly that it is now presented as a tutorial in poor decision-making. It's like attempting to use a damp tortilla to smack Godzilla. Yes, it is entertaining. Astute? Not at all. One thing is certain, despite the scandal, Canelo Alvarez is more than just a boxing tycoon. He rules life. That's how a self-described gang lord ended up serving as Canelo's warm-up, my friends. Savage, brutal, and, to be honest, amusing. You're officially addicted to the only channel that delivers. You scandals hotter than fresh churros if you're sitting there thinking, wow, this happened. But pay attention, don't just lie on the mat like El Jefe. Hit the like button as if it were a rent debt. Tell me in the comments if you would be brave enough to look Canelo in the eye in a dimly lit alley. Additionally, subscribe because scandals and we both don't sleep around here. We publish stories every week that are so outrageous they make documentaries seem like telenovelas. If you fail to see one, in essence, that is a felony. Activate alerts because what will be the next shocking revelation could give the impression that this is a children's bedtime story. And believe me when I say that you do not want to be the one catching up when everyone else is already using memes. As we reveal the scandals, the drama, and the mayhem that the world attempts to conceal, hit the subscribe button like it's the last blow and keep riding along with us. Because only the brave make it out of the ring of truth. And keep in mind, the Legends Boxing is this, where egos are crushed, legends are created, and every controversy is thoroughly demolished. Ding ding, ding ding.